You're welcome to the day 5 of this amazing class. Okay, so this is 2026 High-End Retouching Masterclass 31 days. Okay, so this is day 5, and in today's class, we are going to be working on this picture. Okay, I've already retouched this picture. Okay, this is the one I retouched here. Okay, and this is the raw of this picture. So this is before and this is after, before and after. So and today, which is the day 5, we are going to retouch this step by step. Okay, so don't go anywhere. So I want you to do something. Just hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button. Okay, so let's jump on the class. Okay, so and if you are a newcomer, if this is your first time coming across this channel, please subscribe and stay tuned. Okay, so in this 31 days class, like we always do, we use this my all-in-one retouching preset right here, which I know that you have downloaded it. Okay, and if you haven't, you can check my channel description or check the pinned comments of this tutorial. Okay, so download it and follow along. This all-in-one preset contains everything you need as a retoucher, as a graphic designer, as an editor. Okay, so this is all in one preset. Just one click, we do the magic for you. Okay, so and we are using it for this class. Okay, so this is before of this picture. So we are going to retouch this picture and also skin tone this picture to get to these results. Okay, step by step. And before we do that, the first thing we do is to, if you take a look at this picture, let me zoom it more. We see there are some pimples on her face. Okay, and these hairs here, we need to get rid of it. Okay, so first of all, remove those pimples on the face. Okay, so and to remove the pimples, we have to create an empty layer. Here in Photoshop, there are many ways you can do it, but for the sake of today's class, we'll be using an empty layer. Okay, so we create an empty layer above the picture here. So then we pick our spot healing brush tool here. Okay, so here, make sure your hardness is on 100. Okay, so and make sure your content aware is on. Okay, turn on the content aware up here. Okay, so that's all you need to do. Then you resize your brush according to the size of the spot you want to remove, so it will not be big. Okay, so all you got to do is to paint on those pimples to pick them out. Okay, we can do this after the retouching, but different class, different method, and that's why I host this class. So we have to touch every area. There are many ways to do it here in Photoshop. So as you can see, the pimples are disappearing. So it show up. So these hairs here, I don't want these hairs here, so I have to paint on them to get rid of them. And that is another thing you need to know as a retoucher, know what to remove and what not to remove. Okay, so when we retouch this image, we don't need to go back to be removing those stubborn spots again, because we have already removed them before we start our retouch. So if you're working on a picture like this, a picture similar to this is actually how you can process it. So I remove this paint here. So as you can see, we have removed those pimples here. Now if you check, this is before. Okay, and now this is after, before, after. Okay, so let's duplicate this our layer here. Control J or Command J. Okay, so duplicate it. Let's merge it with this. Okay, so now we'll be retouching this image using the frequency separation 8 bits here. Okay, this is the 8 bits, okay, because this image is on 8 bits also. So click on the 8 bits. So today's class is the day 5, and I have to explain this again. We use frequency separation in separating the tone and the texture of your image and making it possible to put them in 2 different layers. So when we are working on the tone, it will not affect the texture. And when we are working on the texture, it will not affect the tone. Okay, so the tone is all about the color, the tone of the picture, and the texture is the texture. Okay, and that is what this frequency separation is gonna do for us right now. So we click on it, and this preset will give you a message like this. Each click will give you a message. Okay, so all these messages are directing you on what to do. Just click continue. So continue. So as you can see right here, it has load and pause here. So here is allowing us to choose the amount of blur that will be okay to retouch our image. Okay, so like I said, there is no particular amount of blur. You just have to blur to get a result like this, a blur that will blur your image and you can see your textures but not that visible. Something like this. This picture is blur, but we can also see the texture. So to get to this result, click continue. Okay, so as you can see, it has finished loading. It has separated the texture and the tone in 2 different layers. Then it will give you this last message. This message is directing you on how you can set your mixer brush for the best results. So click continue. So now automatically it picks our mixer brush. Always brush. My brush is always on soft round brush. Okay. So here, always make sure you turn off other things inside there. Only turn on smoothing. Okay. So here, always make sure you on clean brush here. Okay. So turn off the first brush here and turn on the second one. Always make sure you're on custom. So this is the settings I use here. My weight is on 60, load is 60, the mix is 100, flow is 60. Okay. So you can try my settings. And also, if you are a beginner watching this tutorial, we advise you to go and check day 1 of this tutorial, this amazing course, amazing master class. Check the day 1, check the day 2, check the day 3, check the day 4. So that you will not mix any day. So you grab a lot. Okay. So yeah, this is the settings I use. I've explained this in day 1 also. So but if you're a beginner, let me explain it again. If you're a beginner, these settings up here, if the more you increase it, the more it will be flowing much. So you might not control it, you end up spoiling your image. Okay. So always keep it in amount that you can control, drop it. So if you're a beginner, we advise you to use 30, 30, 30, 30, or 20, 20, 20, 20. Or as well, you can also use 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay. So mix doesn't matter. Mix cannot also be 100 or anything or 0. Okay. So that is how you can set it. But I'm using 60, 60, 100, 60. Okay. So that is the settings I use. Okay, that I can control perfectly. Okay, now let's retouch this image. Also, I will have to explain it again. Also, if you are retouching, also this is how you retouch. You retouch cycle, like this is how you retouch cycle, 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 cycle. Or you retouch this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay. And if you are brushing, always make sure you follow the structure of the face. Okay, that's the way you can get the best results. Okay, so let's work on this. Remember, practice never. I pick my mixer brush. Sorry, practice. Learning never ends. So always practice. That's why I host this class. Always practice. So if you check the our previous class, which is the day 4 of this amazing class, the day 4, which is our previous class, I we retouch with empty layer and making use of sample all layers. So I didn't turn it off. That's why. So I want to brush this. It's spoiling the image. Okay. So I have to turn off the sample all layers because we are working on tone and not empty layer. Okay. You can check the previous class, which is the day 4. Okay. So now let's retouch this image. So as you can see, I'm using circle. So this is how you can retouch your image, circle, or you brush threads. But I want you to master circle. So anywhere you put your brush, you circle the place. Okay. Remember, you cannot, as a beginner, you cannot master mixer brush in a day or in one video. You have to watch different videos. That's why I'm here for you. And you have to practice along, okay, over and over again to master it. Okay. So this way, and when you are brushing, move according to the structure of the face. Move according to the structure of the face. That's the only way you can get something nice. Okay. So let's continue. You can see what I'm doing. Don't forget, always increase and decrease your brush size to fit into the place you are working on. Okay, so see the way the face is this way. I can use the circle. I can also brush it straight the way the face is. Just like I told you, either you use circle or you brush the straight. You can also join the two. So this face is straight this way. So I brush according to the face. Okay. Okay. So you can see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. You can see that the picture is transforming. Always zoom in and zoom out. And don't forget, always check your before and after. So if we check this before, after, you will see some changes here. Before, after, before, after. Okay. So let's continue mixing. So we have to mix this picture to be more beautiful and also realistic. Don't forget that. Always make it realistic. So when you are working on the nose, always be mindful of the nose, okay? So the nose is somehow fragile. So anything that affects the nose will change the whole look of the picture. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spoil the nose. So when you are working on the nose, be careful. Just work on it so gently. Okay. Now see what I'm doing. We're almost done with this picture right here. Almost done. And also we have to do the skin tone, to get to get it to be top notch. Okay. Always zoom in and zoom out. By doing so, you will know the place uh, you are getting and the place you are making a mistake. And always do your before and after to check what you are doing, if you're actually getting it the right way or not. So this is the neck, and also you have to work on the neck. You have to work on the neck, you know, according to how the neck is. Okay. So, and always reduce your brush size also to fit into the place you are working on also. Okay. So we'll go back to the face here. So that's why you really need to pay attention. So you will see the place you are mixing, you haven't retouched well. So you really have to go back if you pick the place. Go back, make sure you mix the skin well. Because for you to get amazing skin tone, your retouching must be amazing first. Okay? That's why it is in photography. For you to get amazing editing also, your shooting must be amazing also. So sometimes your challenge might come from your shooting, because in as much as editing is okay, somehow it works like magic, but it is not magic. It isn't magic. If you really want to get a nice editing, if you are a photographer watching this tutorial, make sure that you started from a nice shooting, because your editing started from your lens. There are some pictures you don't actually need much editing because you have already achieved something nice during the shoot. So make sure that your shooting must speak volume. Okay. So this is this picture. As you can see, this picture is looking more soft and beautiful. So this is before, after, before, after, before, after. Okay. So let's mix here a little. Let's mix here a little. Okay. Before, after. Okay. As you can see, this picture is okay this way. You know. And the next thing we are going to do here is we are going to do the skin tone here, and also we are going to add the blush and the highlight where necessary to get this picture to be looking more beautiful. Okay. So first let's add the blush. Okay, so there are many ways you can get a blush here. So the first method is you can create a solid color. Yeah, and you pick red because blush is red actually. So now you change the blending mode. The blending mode, as you can see, this is color burn. You can change the blending mode to slow down. You can put it on color this way, you know. So sometimes soft lights can work for you or overlay. Okay, so you can use soft light or overlay. For this process, let's use soft light. Okay, so here on the mask of the the mask of the solid color here, we invert it, Command I or Control I. Okay, so now we pick our brush tool and also paint on the cheek. Okay, so when you do painting this way, you notice that this is harsh and much. So what you will do is to drop the opacity, okay, till you get to your satisfaction. Okay, so so this is cool. Now, before after, you can see the red effect is on her cheek now. Okay, and another thing to do here is to work on the skin tone. Let's work on the skin tone before the lips. Okay, so for in Photoshop, there are many ways to get skin tone. We can take this to camera off it and adjust the skin tone. I can as well use my skin tone loops. But for this tutorial, this day 5, let's make use of channel mixer. Now this channel mixer, you just have to adjust these color channels here. So this is red. If you go this way, you're taking off the red. Now if you go this way, you're adding the red. Okay. Now this is how you can get do different adjustments here to get your amazing skin tone. Some people find it difficult to get skin tone, but here in Photoshop, getting skin tone is one of the easiest things to do in Photoshop. So this is for the red. You can as well switch the red to green, yeah, and also do your adjustment till you get to your satisfaction. Remember, your satisfaction. Wetin I get here might not be exactly what you get, but in what you are getting, try get something beautiful. Okay. So now let's change this to blue and see what we can also get here. Okay, just adjust, keep adjusting till you get to your test. Okay, so here let's switch back to the red. Okay, and add a little of it here. Then add a little of this. Then we have something like this. Okay, then we move to selective color. So here in selective color, we move this red this way to take it off a little, you know. So let's play with this magenta here. Yeah, Photoshop has different color channels you can get your skin tone. You just have to play with them, you know. Just have to play with them. So we switch to yellow here. This is nice. Okay. So I leave this way. Now, if we group these two together, these two Control G, these two layers, Control G, then you see before, after, you see some changes in the skin tone. Okay, this is before and this is after. Before and this is after. Okay, so you can see that the skin tone is looking more beautiful now. Okay, and also the next thing I will do again is to add some dramatic there. So let me take curve up here. Take this curve up. Okay, okay, to something like this. Then I double click here to bring this. Then I take the underline up this way. Okay, to get something like this. Then I divide it from here. Go alternative and click here to divide this. Okay, now we get something like this. Okay, so now I invert it, Control I or Command I. Okay, so now I paint only on the place I want the effect to be on with my brush tool. Okay, my brush tool, I paint only on the place. Okay, so this is before after. You can feel the dramatic there. Before after. Okay, so if it's much, you can drop your opacity. Okay, so now right now I'm going to create an invisible layer. Shift Command E or Shift Control E. Sorry, Shift Alternative Command E. Okay, or Shift Alternative Control E. Okay, to create the invisible layer. Now I'm going to take this picture to camera raw filter. So yeah, we do the final set just adjustment here. So here in camera raw filter, I move to the color temperature here. So this side is yellow, this side is blue. So it depends on which color you want to settle with. Let's adjust till we get the best. So I leave this here. I move with vibrance here and keep it somewhere here. Photoshop skin tone and or color grading is all about color adjustment. Don't forget that. Always remember that. Now this black here, I take the black a little. The highlights, I take it a little up. Okay. So I move to the color color mixer here. So I pick these eyes and also pick from the skin. So I play along. Here. So then I scroll down to color calibration. Then increase this hue here. This saturation, I meant to say, play along with this hue here. Then I'll scroll back to effect here and add texture on the image. Then add a little grain on the image. So you can see this color is okay, but this is my favorite. Okay, so I click OK. Okay, so for the lips, we have to change the lips stick. Okay, so and to do that, I'll be making use of my all-in-one retouching presets. Okay, here if you scroll down under mouth retouch, you will get lipstick pack. Okay, So this pack contains different colors of lipstick. So click on it. Continue. So we allow the lipstick to load. As it has finished loading, it will give you a message. Those messages are directing you on what to do. So it's very, very user friendly. So we open this group here. You see we have nude, we have tango, and we have plum. And also we have Porto, different colors here. Okay. So uh let's check tango here. So pick tango and paint on the lips. So paint on the lips. As you can see, this is what tango gives us before after. So tango is nice on the lips, okay? But let's hide it and check plum. Okay, we got to choose the best. This is plum here. So just paint only on the lips. Take your time to paint on it. Okay. So as you can see, this is also nice, okay? It's also nice. And also we have this power red here. Let's check this power red. So this is what the power red gives us. So it's like we settle with this power red. This power red is beautiful. So the power red is beautiful. This is before after, okay? So we'll leave it here. So and now we have to merge all these things together. We have to merge all these things together. So we see where we are coming from and what we achieve. Control E and make them together. So this is before of this picture, as you can see, and this is after, before, after, before, after. Okay, so guys, this is how you can actually, this is a simple steps you can actually take to get amazing retouch and make your picture look more beautiful and dramatic in Photoshop. Photoshop has everything. Okay, so and this is the day 5 of this class. Keep on following this class. By the end of this class, you will become a pro in retouching. And don't forget, keep on practicing. You cannot be a pro in a day. That's just the fact there. Okay. So, and if you enjoy this video, if this video really helped you, please give me a like, share, comments, and also ask question if you have a question. And if you need all my presets, this my all-in-one preset is a must. You need them. You need it. This my preset is a must. You need it. Check my channel description for it and check the pin comment of this tutorial. And thank you for watching. I will see you in my next tutorial, which is the day 6 of this amazing tutorial.